Hey guys, James Erickson here, along with my brother Andres Erickson.
Howdy.
And we're finally getting the chance to sit down together and discuss Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We haven't even talked about it with each other yet. So we know that this installment of Super Smash Bros., just like every installment of Super Smash Bros., is a completely new one. It's not a port.
Right.
And I'm very happy about that. We got to see a lot of footage, obviously, and throughout the entire video of the Sakurai video where he showed us, at least everything up till now that we know, what was your first impression of the entire thing when you first saw it?
I mean, the first image was like Battlefield, and I think at first I thought it was the one from Wii U, but then I realized like the high definition and that it was a little bit different, so I was like, oh my gosh, is this a new game? And then Mario popped out, and I was like, Yas Queen.
Actually, when they were going through the characters, by the time they got to Kirby, I realized, like, it popped into my mind, I was like, this is not a port, this is an actual new game, because like you said, the HD-ness of it. But the thing that got me the most was the new animations and how everyone looked, and when they did their attacks and everything, they looked a lot different, and at that point I was like, yay!
I mean, Samus looked exactly the same, so when she showed up, I was like, is this a port? Or did they just change Mario? But then...
Well, Samus looks exactly the same in every game, including N64. She looks no different now than she did in N64.
Right.
So, JK, LOL.
But I think Bowser was... Well, after Mario, because I'm watching it again now, but Bowser was the first indication that this was different. Because obviously he got, like, a tan or something.
Yeah.
And then they show a glimpse of his final smash, and I was like, oh my goodness. Look at that Giga Bowser, dough.
So, the best and coolest thing so far that we know about this is that every character is returning.
Yes.
And that was such a surprise when they showed Snake, because they were going through all the characters, and then they showed Snake, and then I was like, oh no, Snake's back.
I know, that was my reaction.
I just don't like Snake. But, I mean, people like Snake. I don't care for Snake. But then he got up and it said, everyone's here, and it clicked. I was like, oh my gosh, dude, Pichu and Young Link and Wolf and all those great characters that I used to love to play, they're back!
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm really happy about that, but while it was going on, I was like, wait a second. Everyone's coming back? Like Pichu and Young Link? And I was kind of like, why? Like, what does that mean?
Oh my gosh.
I think at that point, I realized, like, there's not going to be a lot of newcomers. But then I was more okay with it. It was just very unexpected. I did not expect that at all.
That's funny, because the reaction to, like, my thoughts of Pichu and Young Link were the exact opposite, because I've always wanted Pichu to come back.
Really?
For no huge reason. I just liked that. I don't know. I just liked that they had Pichu. I thought Pichu was a funny character.
Yeah.
And when they took Pichu out, I was kind of upset. And I used Young Link over Link all the time back in Melee. And so I missed Young Link, and when I saw him on here, I was just happy that they're actually bringing them all back, because I don't think people understand how many characters are coming in.
Yeah.
From that weren't in it, because you got Squirtle, Ivysaur, Pichu, Young Link, Snake, Wolf,
Ice Climbers.
Ice Climbers. That's 7 people so far. Were there anybody else?
Robin. Just kidding. Actually, out of everything, I'm not disappointed in anything, and I'm not disappointed that Sakurai's doing it. I think it's really smart, and I think, like he said, if there was ever a time to do this, now is the time. But the only thing about this game that I'm disappointed in is the fact that Charizard is no longer his own character, and that really disappoints me. I mean, he'll still mostly be the same, but I remember even playing Pokemon Trainer in Brawl and feeling like because there's 3 different characters, they just don't feel like their own, character, I guess, which they're not, but I just like Charizard on its own, so I'm kind of like, man, because I liked playing him.
Well, apparently they changed them in a way that made them feel more like their own character, because it used to be that you had to change out.
Yeah.
The Pokemon would get tired, and I think you would either take more damage or something.
Oh, really?
But they deleted all that, and I'm kind of hoping that the change from one Pokemon to another is not down B, but it probably is, because otherwise we would have known by now. Someone would have said something. But I guess that was never a problem for me, only because I didn't play Charizard as much as you did.
Yeah.
In fact, I didn't really care about Charizard in Smash 4.
I mean,
I wanted Squirtle back.
I did too, when the game... Excuse me, I keep burping. when the game came out, but then I just started using Charizard a lot, and then I just started using it a lot. So now that he's one of my mains, I'm gonna be like, oh man, well now he's not his own person anymore. I'm also, I mean, aside from everyone coming back, I was very excited to see some of the changes in the way the characters look, like the designs. Like we knew Breath of the Wild Link was happening, but Game & Watch I think is really cool.
Yeah, I agree.
And then Zelda. At first, when I saw Zelda, I was really disappointed that she wasn't Breath of the Wild Zelda, but then I thought that it's actually really cool that each Legend of Zelda character represents a different game, because there's Breath of the Wild and then she's whatever it is.
Link, but gosh,
I think it's Link to the
Between
Past.
Worlds or something. Link to the Past.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Oh gosh, I couldn't remember in the other video either. And I was wrong.
But Sakurai even said why they didn't make him make her Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, and actually it made sense, because they said that character was more.
She was more to her studies.
Yeah, and which actually isn't. I mean, they could have done stuff with her moves, but
yeah,
if that's his reasoning, that's fine. I mean, it makes sense.
Because you could also say that Captain Falcon was more to his car.
Exactly.
So. But whatever. I feel like it individualizes her a little more,
I think
because
so too.
both of them were Twilight last time, Twilight Link and Twilight
I'm
Zelda.
so glad they've changed. Even Ganondorf, again, I was kind of disappointed that they just kind of brought him back to what he looked like in Melee, but he looks, I mean, it's more representing Ocarina of Time, or Ocarina, excuse me, which is cool. And I'm glad he finally used his sword, finally.
I know.
Goodness
it's
gracious.
About time, jeez Louise. And then we got Wolf back, which I know tons of people wanted him back. Finally,
Yes.
I did not care, but I'm glad. I am glad he's back.
I didn't care much
I
either,
think-
but I'm excited to play all these people in a game with like smoother mechanics than Brawl.
Yes, that's exactly what I was about to say. Actually, they brought back these characters like Ice Climbers, for example, or not Ice Climbers. Young Link. Melee for me, and people will probably get mad at me for saying this, but Melee seems really clunky to me because I don't play it anymore.
It does. I mean, obviously when it was out, we both loved it so much, and I
Right,
still love
yeah.
it just because it's Melee and it's the second Smash game. But like as time goes on and technology gets better, it just doesn't feel like the newer ones do. It doesn't feel as smooth.
And Brawl was slow and obviously not as smooth as Smash 4, and I think this will probably be smoother than Smash 4, and it's just great to have all the characters everyone loved in one game,
Tier.
and you can feel them smoothly. So we knew Inkling was coming in, and now we see that Ridley's in. What did you think about the Ridley trailer?
I loved how dark it was. He literally stabbed through Mega Man and Mario.
I know.
I mean, I love those character trailers just because they're so cinematic. Once I knew it was Ridley, I think personally I was a tad disappointed that it wasn't someone I cared about more, but I was excited because I was like, oh my gosh, nobody thought he would actually be here, and a lot of people want him.
I was excited. I was also excited for everybody else because I knew lots of people wanted Ridley in, and I couldn't care less. I didn't care about Ridley, but
I mean, I also always say I want more creature characters rather than or like cartoony characters rather than humans. So I'm glad they added him too. Right. Maybe he'll be my new Charizard. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to fathom what he's gonna play like because every time I look at him, I think of how Charizard plays.
I actually do too.
Some of the movesets that Ridley has that I remember kind of gives me hope on the individualization of this dragon. But like in particular, the one where he grabs the opponent and slides them across the ground. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I did.
But that was really cool. And then there's one move, I think it's down B, where Ridley, you have to time it really well, but Ridley stabs the character and immediately they have 50 damage. And I saw the Treehouse people playing it. The Treehouse people.
The people made of tree houses.
And it looked severely overpowered. And because, I
It
mean,
did.
not only did it look that way, immediately Sakurai was like, just remember, this is the really early gameplay, so we're going to be changing and bouncing and everything. But yeah, so we'll see about that. But you know what? Welcome, Ridley, I guess. It's about time. And I liked Samus's reaction in the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
I was listening to Game Explain talk about it, and just the history that's between Samus and Ridley, like her sighing and closing her eyes, and that kind of just showed she was like, "Oh crap, like it's this guy again."
Cripes.
Now we got Inkling.
Woo!
We knew Inkling was getting in. Inkling was like in the top 2, maybe top 1 characters that I wanted in Smash. So I was excited for this E3 because I knew we were going to see gameplay of Inkling, and I was not disappointed.
Me neither.
And I heard from everyone that played as her that she was super fun to play, and that people were like, "Dude, she's gonna be my main when I start playing."
She looks like a lot of fun. I think they did so good with their moveset.
Yeah.
Like it's so true to Splatoon.
Yeah, she looks like her moveset's very. Every Smash attack has a different thing, like you said. Like the up smash is the blaster, the side smash is the ink brush, and then the down smash is the slosher. I thought that was cool. So I'm excited. And Moray Towers is a stage. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I like that.
You can use the roller to run over people and ink up and stuff like that. So wow, amazing.
What about Daisy?
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about Daisy. Oh my goodness. I was happy about Daisy
too.
Mostly because she was an Echo Fighter. I am fine and happy about it.
I actually I would have liked Daisy to be more individual because she's more sportier and tomboy-y than Peach, but it's just cool that she's in it at all, I guess.
I feel like because of what they said about Echo Fighters, that they're doing them a little different, that they're even calling them Echo Fighters.
Yeah.
I wonder if that'll open up for tons of Echo Fighters. I mean, I don't really know how much they would put in, but some people were saying that they really think that Shadow will be an Echo Fighter for Sonic because they
I heard that
put
too.
Knuckles as a assist trophy, and they haven't seen Shadow at all as an assist trophy. So.
Yeah, obviously Echo Fighters are probably a lot easier to release. And now that they're owning it and they're like, yeah, we have clones, but we're calling them Echo Fighters, that means they might have a lot more.
Do you have any Echo Fighters on the top of your head that you think they might be able to bring in based off any other characters in the game?
I don't know, I'm trying to think about that. I mean, I would have loved to see Raichu over Pichu. But I guess Raichu is an assist trophy now, which is cool.
Yeah, actually, I can't really think of any Echo Fighters either at the moment, but I'm sure some will come up. Before we move on to something else, something that I'm actually pretty excited about when it comes to the characters is that when you first boot up the game for the first time, the only characters that are available to play are the very first 8.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really clever. I don't know. I really enjoyed unlocking all the characters in all the other games except Smash 4.
Yeah, me neither. Well, I don't think I'll enjoy unlocking characters as much as I would if I was younger, just because now we know who they all are. I mean, if they have a fun way of doing it, then, I mean, like, I'll be on board.
I hope there's clever ways.
Yeah.
Like, you have to do something specific to Metroid to unlock Ridley. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not just like, here, you played 10 games, here's a character. Here, you played 12 games, here's a character. 13 games, here's a character after every game you play.
Right.
It looks like there's going to be probably around 100 or more stages. Can you believe it?
Oh, dang. I cannot. I'm more excited for the new stages that we haven't seen yet. Actually, I'm excited that the DS stages are coming back because I've never played most of those.
Yeah. And honestly, I enjoyed the new DS stages more than I enjoyed the stages that were in Smash 4. So I think we're going to be seeing a lot of stages that will become favorites, I think. I don't think that really happened in Smash 4 because there were a lot of stages in Smash 4 that were new that were just...
They're just too much.
They were moving stages or too big or something like that.
Yeah.
Or there's too much going on, yeah. And we just ended up playing Omega all the time anyway. But now they're gonna have Battlefield and Omega of every stage.
I know, I'm actually really glad they did that.
Yeah, me too.
That was so nice of him.
I know, Sakurai's so nice. So on some other stuff that we saw, and I can't remember, I probably won't remember them all, but most people listening know what they all are, probably. The new mechanics, the fact that the game is faster, and then there's mechanics like if you keep dodging, you'll dodge slower and slower.
Yeah.
And then when you
the air
launch,
dodging or directional dodging.
Yeah, the directional air dodging is back and improved. It was back from melee, but you can also move.
And then what's it called? The launching. There's like smoke behind you, and the launch rate feels different too.
It's really fast.
Yeah, but like you get launched farther, but also you don't die necessarily just from getting launched. It looks like it's gonna, like every game feels different, and this one looks like it's gonna feel different too, which is gonna take some getting used to. Because I really liked the way Smash 4 felt, but that's how I felt about all of them before the new ones came out. So,
yeah. Even Brawl. A lot of people didn't like how slow Brawl was, but when Brawl came out, I enjoyed it so much more.
So did I.
Melee.
Yeah.
Lots of new things to make the game, because I hear this from a lot of people that have played it, that it's faster and it's just better in a lot of ways. And that excites me because I loved Smash 4. So if this is just going to bring a lot more, then great. Awesome. I'll play it. And hopefully the online will be better. I'm not too hopeful, because of Splatoon 2 and Mario Oasis, but we'll see.
If we're going to be paying for it, it had better. But this is Nintendo. No offense to Nintendo, but...
No, take the offense and change your crap.
I know, right?
So Sakurai says that because their primary goal was to get everyone in this one, that he hopes that we weren't hoping for too many newcomers. Now, do you think that he was being a liar or a truther?
I think that is truthful because this came out it's only been like 4 years since Smash 4 or Smash Wii U came out, and it's not a port, meaning they've been working really hard on everything we already see here.
Well, apparently he started working on this during the time the other DLC for Smash 4 started coming out. That's when he had this idea and started working on it.
Well, he would have to, because it's not like he just started it last year. Like, this has had to be going on for a few years now. So, I mean, depending on... I don't know how it works. I'm not in this business, but depending on how long it takes to put this stuff together, then yeah, I don't know if we'll get a ton of newcomers.
Right.
And I
think aside,
which is
sorry, I think it's
no go ahead.
You can go ahead.
No, it's fine.
I think aside from Echo Fighters, because I don't know what they're gonna do with that.
Yeah.
I think that there'll be at least 2 newcomers that we don't
I would
know
say
about.
that's reasonable.
Other than that, and I mean 2 newcomers that will come with the game.
Yeah.
And DLC, I don't know. I mean, maybe Inkling and Ridley is it for newcomers for the game, and then maybe they'll have DC later. I don't know.
Maybe. I think there'll be.
Did I say DC? I meant DLC.
I think there'll be a couple more characters in the release when it launches. Who they're gonna be, I don't know, because I used to be like, oh, it's gonna be this person and this person, but now that I see this, I'm like, I have no idea who they're gonna be. Like maybe Shovel Knight, because he's his own thing, and he'll be like a newcomer. But I honestly have no idea.
Maybe Stanley the Bugman.
Or Stanley the Bugman, everyone's favorite.
All right. Up to this point, we've seen basically just characters, mechanics, stages. They didn't show us anything else, which with every Smash game, there's always something else. Or different modes, different single-player stuff. Real quick, what are some stuff you want to see in this new Smash?
Honestly, I just feel like everybody coming back and the focus on the fighting side of it has just distracted me so much, I just forget that there might be other stuff. So, I mean, I would love to see I don't think a story mode like Subspace is going to happen, but obviously I would always love to see that.
Oh my gosh, that would truly be the ultimate Super Smash Brothers. If they did all this, and I know this takes a buttload of work, so it's hard to say that we're going to get anything like Subspace and Emissary, but if we did... and they included somehow just every game, that would be a dream come true. I'm hoping for at least an adventure mode like in Melee.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll do some. I mean, I'm sure they're going to do something like that. I hope they have like tournament mode again. I want like online stuff since I play with people online now. I want modes for online players. I think that would be fun.
Something that I'd really like them to change. I did not like the All-Star mode in Smash 4, because back in Melee days, I don't remember what it was like in Brawl. It might have been like Melee. But in Melee, you'd go through each and every individual character at their stage. And I want to do that again, even if it does take 65 characters to go through.
That's the thing, it's just going to take so long. And I don't know if the majority of people would want that. I mean, I don't. At
least put characters like in the same one. Like you could go against Pikachu and Pichu and Jigglypuff.
Yeah, actually,
and
yeah,
then you could go and Squirtle, and then you can go against like Charizard, Ivysaur, and Mewtwo, or Mewtwo and Lucario in the same one, or something
that
like
would
that.
be a cool idea if they make you play against all the characters in a franchise at their level.
Yeah, I didn't like how they just threw all the characters from the same year. Put them in, and you got to fight them all. It just it took away the individuality and the. And I don't know how many people feel about the same way I do, but All-Star was just super fun to me just because you get to fight every character in their element.
I mean, during the Melee days, I really liked it, but yeah, in Smash Wii U, I just didn't care about it anymore
because
I never played it unless I wanted a trophy or stickers, or not stickers, like achievements.
Yeah, I don't even... Trophies used to be so much fun to get back in Melee, but now they're not as fun. Like, I still don't have all the trophies for each character for All-Star and Classic and Smash 4.
And I guess maybe it's more fun to younger people who still have the time to do all that, because I don't really know. Maybe I'm biased, but...
Yeah, we'll see. One thing I'll say about this game, this is a big thing that I think will happen. I honestly think that this Super Smash Bros. Is the last one with all these characters, with the original cast and everything. I think that this is it. I think there will be new Super Smash Bros. Games, but I think... when they make new Super Smash Bros. Games, there will be a whole bunch of new characters, and a lot of them will be taken out. I don't even know if Mario will be in it.
I'm sure Mario will be.
Well, what if they just change it? Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure Mario.
Unless they do something completely
at least Mario.
new, but I mean, Mario is Nintendo. Mario's always going to be in Super Smash Bros. Unless they change what.
No,
the
you're
game
right.
is.
I guess what I think they'll do is they'll completely change his moveset. My point is. This Sakurai has taken everything from every game basically and has brought it to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I don't think that he can keep getting away with this at this point because now we have everyone. This is Smash Ultimate. Next time they make Super Smash Bros., because of the way business is and the way people feel about new games and everything, it's gonna have to be new.
Yeah.
Maybe Inkling and Ridley and all of them will be in it too, but like I don't think like Fox I don't think would make it, and Captain Falcon and Samus.
Yeah.
And all of them. I don't think they'd be in it. Mewtwo and all of them, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
It's a very controversial opinion.
Yeah, but I was just thinking about that the other day. I guess like they can't do this again.
If they do, if they do make a new Smash Bros, which they will, I hope it doesn't happen for a long time. Like I hope they just let this one rest and just play this, just have it exist for a long time before a new one comes out.
Yeah, and I think that would be the reality, because even though this is a completely new game, they did have the other games to go off of, like, oh, what's Kirby's moveset gonna be? Well, let's look at the past games. It's gonna be that.
Right. Like,
and that's basically how it is for everyone.
Yeah. They should just let other characters die off. Like, if they don't want to do another F-Zero, then in 10 years, I'm sure it won't be 10 years, but in the next Smash Bros. In a long time, you don't need to put Captain Falcon anymore.
Yeah. Delete him.
I know that's also a controversial opinion, but it's just an idea. I don't know.
Yeah. They've brought all them back. This is it. This is the ultimate Super Smash Brothers. Well, I think they should have this for a while, and then once they make a new one, it'll be a whole fleet of new characters. Spring-a-ling will come back. Maybe
if ARMS does it.
If ARMS comes out of its grave.
Yes.
Final thoughts, I guess. I really am super excited for this game, and honestly, for me, this kinda is the last straw, almost, with Nintendo.
Yeah.
I love Splatoon 2, but it has enough issues for me to not play it as much as I played Splatoon 1, and Mario Tennis, I was so excited for that, and it kind of just really disappointed me, and Mario Kart was a slight disappointment in some small areas. It's still a fun game. But this is Smash Brothers. This is the glue that holds me to Nintendo, is Super Smash Brothers. And if they screw this up, I am not gonna be a happy person. I'm gonna have to rethink my love for Nintendo.
Alliances. Oh my gosh, we'd have to change our whole channel.
Oh yeah, we'd have to change everything to Fortnite.
No.
Just kidding. Anyways, what are your final thoughts on this game that's coming out? I've never heard of before.
I am also very excited, and I have high hopes for it. And I don't think it can disappoint me, because I'm sure I'll just have fun playing it no matter what. Even if the internet is as good as Wii U, I play Wii U Smash all the time online still, so I'm sure I'll still play this.
Because I don't play For Glory anymore.
Yeah.
Even though I want to, I just remember how bad the internet can get and how mad I get at lag.
Yeah.
So, anyways, guys, thanks for listening with your ear lobes, your ear holes. This is what we think about the game, and that's it. Bye. Just kidding. If you enjoy this discussion, don't feel bad about subscribing. Don't get sad about it. Be happy about it. Press that like button if you like anything in this world. And if you don't, also press the like button. And check out our other discussions. Check out all our videos right now. Binge watch them.
Every single one.
And that's all I have to say right now. Do you have anything else to say?
Nope. Just let us know what you guys think in the comments. We like to talk to y'all, and that's about it. Thanks for hanging around.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Wow.
It
wasn't record.